Rose is a whole
Yeah, I
other
don't know why
person.
they didn't have a piece of wood that was clearly just big enough to hold her.
Speaking of the last Sting. Stinger is going to call it a career. Before we talk about the match, we can all agree there's good and
One of the
evil
greats.
in the world. Oh, yeah, one of the greats. There's good and evil in the world. And
He's
good people pick Surfer Sting. I wouldn't trust a man. I would not trust a man. Like, that's my first resume thing. I'll be like, oh, so you like to work for Koco AM? Nice. Let me see your resume. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, dude, your resume looks amazing. Favorite Sting. And it's like, I like Joker Sting. I'm like, get the hell out of my office!
You didn't even pick the second option.
Yeah. It's like, oh, Surfer Sting
He
for
was
life.
really good in the main event Mafia, though.
Oh, God. It just...
You remember the things he did with Kurt Angle? Weren't they great?
Surfer Sting for
The
life.
best era of Sting's career was definitely in the TNA main event Mafia.
I remember he was like, yeah, you're a young lad, so you don't turn on wrestlers too often. Nowadays you're like, what? I'm out. I think Sting might have been the first guy I turned on as a fan. I was like, Sting's my favorite, and he's up in the rafters. I'm like, I don't want to play with you anymore. Get the fuck out of here.
I loved him because
Crow
one of my
Sting.
favorite
Haktui.
movies was The Crow. So I was all on board. I was like, hell yes. They just combined two of my favorite things, Sting and The Crow. This is great. I was all on board immediately. That was what made me like WCW more. I fucking was done with WWE after that. I was all on board with Sting. I don't know about you. You're crazy, dude. I was all on board.
Two things.
Sold out for Sting.
Two things that are going to disappoint you. One, I didn't like Crow Sting. And two, I've never seen The Crow. The Crow was always playing on the background.
I've even seen the TV shows. I've seen all the movies.
Really?
I love yeah, dude.
I
used to watch the TV show.
I went to like junior high and high school parties where it was always playing in the background. I've never seen it.
You got to watch The Crow.
I think I have to. Maybe a little homework.
Brandon Lee died making that movie.
What if I watched The Crow and be like, Crow Sting was better than Surfer Sting? Just tears.
Well, that won't happen. Surfer Sting was too good.
Oh, Surfer
The
Sting
worst part about Surfer Sting was just that he worked with the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, but he was called something else then. Oh,
they were the Sling Blades.
Yeah, it's all coming back.
I think they were the Sling Blades, weren't they?
I don't know. They were like, they had weird names.
What were they? They had a name. Fuck.
They had a tag team. There was like the Dingo Warrior.
Tag team. What was it?
Sting Warrior.
I'm Googling it now.
All right, we're Googling it. This segment brought to you by Google. Hashtag not
the
a real
Blade
ad.
Runners.
The Blade Runners. Yeah, buddy. Wasn't he one the Dingo Warrior?
I don't know.
Who is the Blade Runners in wrestling? Here we go. I'm gonna use Bing.
Steve Borden and Jim Hellwig.
Who is the Blade Runners?
I just told you.
Tag team. Monkey. No, they didn't go out with their real names.
Yeah, they did.
Dude, they did.
Yeah.
Why
do you question?
I had to Bing it first. Who is this Bing? There you go. I binged it. You're right.
Actually, they went out as Sting as Ultimate Warrior.
Did they really?
Later. No, that was their names after.
Okay. Man, Bing gets really depressing. It's like Blade Runners give you facts, and then the next story is 20 wrestlers who tragically died in car accidents. Did not see that coming. Gotta be honest, did not see that coming, Bing.
Hellwig became the Dingo Warrior, and then the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, so there was a phase in between.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now I know, and knowing's half the battle. Anyway, Sting is having his last match. I think it's March 3rd. If it's not, correct me in the comments. It'll be at a pay-per-view in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think Crash Andrews and Two Gear going. I could be wrong. And
on a date?
I'd like to hold hands. You know what? That's why they have a big podcast and we have a small podcast. They go to pay-per-view and hold hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
You don't hold hands.
No, our numbers are fucking hurting. You know what?
Oh,
Second turnbuckle, bring it on.
Boom. Do you think he's awake? do you think Boom Boom will be mad if we called him? We're like,
It's
surprise!
like, isn't it like 2:30 in the
BS
morning?
segment. Yeah, it's 2:46 a.m.
It's not even the BS segment. We're still on Last Sting. I just think we
you're
added
right.
BS.
When we get to the BS segment, we'll call Boom Boom. We'll wake him up.
He'd be so angry.
Like, what are you calling me?
There's
for?
no way he gets past the YouTube censors.
I vote we try it anyways.
Is it Saturday night there? Yeah, it's Saturday night, so he might.
Yeah,
oh, but I don't know.
Saturday,
He's a newscaster, so he might just work.
Who knows?
He might be at work. It's a 50-50.
You're right. We probably shouldn't do this.
Sting, North Carolina, and he's gonna team up with his son, not his real life son, Darby Allin.
Yeah, Darby Sting Allen,
and they're going against the Young Bucks. And non-AEW fans hate it, and AEW fans love it. I wonder which one Tony Khan will listen to.
It'll be a great match, dude. And plus, Sting reportedly said after his last match against the Bucks that it was one of the most fun matches he had ever had. So, like, if he's picking them as his last opponent, he's had fun with them. The Bucks are undeniably one of the best tag teams in the world. I think it's a great final match for him. Plus, there's going to be, like, the I love you, I'm sorry moment we know is going to happen.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, like, it's perfect, too, on many levels. One, he gets to be with Darby Allin and be a part of Darby Allin's match. Two, he's old.
Yeah.
That's why his last match is a tag team match.
Heavily in this
and
match.
Second, he's going to be protected. And third, his opponents are small.
Yeah.
If it's your last match ever and you're like, hey, take on the Young Bucks, they're cruiserweights that fly around. Or, I don't know, Samoa Joe. Maybe Samoa Joe's a bad example, but who's a big guy that can't
Or the
work?
authors of Pain.
Yeah. Just it makes sense. I'm okay with this match.
Yeah,
I don't know why people are angry.
Solid match.
I just think maybe.
I don't know.
Do you think it's just tribalism, or do you think it's like a legit anger?
I don't know, dude. I don't know why anybody's angry about this. I feel like it's going to be a good match. The question I have, though, is do you think Ric Flair betrays him?
Oh, my God,
it's his retirement match.
It is
I feel like Ric Flair has to betray him in Charlotte, right?
I don't
it's
know.
Either Ric Flair betrays him, or this is the one time Ric Flair doesn't betray him, and Ric Flair makes the save.
But not only that, but they might hug and cry. Or they might pull a Muda. Where Muda after he spoiler from 2 years ago, after he loses to Naito, calls out Chono and they do a joke match. So Sting might call out Ric Flair as a joke. They might copy. I mean, Muda and Sting were close.
I don't think so.
But then again, Ric Flair would be like, this is my last match. So, yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm picturing the Young Bucks put him over. Him and Darby give just imagine like Peter Parker and Tony Stark last moment. And then at the end, Pepper Potts, Ric Flair, them hug and tears. Oh my God, if they steal the line, now you can rest.
Who's the third person in the main event Mafia? It was Kurt, Sting.
There was a lot of them. I know Samoa Joe was there.
Yeah, but there were three
Maybe
main
Kevin
ones.
Nash.
Was Samoa Joe the third main one?
I'm bigging it. No, there's a lot. Bing. Wait, I don't have to bing. Wait a second. What am I doing? Main
event Mafia TNA.
An event.
I already got it.
Mafia.
Calm down.
No. Me and Bing. What do you got? You got AJ Styles?
Fuck, there's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's
too many factions.
There's too many.
Yeah, too many.
How many dudes were in this?
I don't know. There's not even a fucking correct list.
Oh,
here we go. Okay, here we go. Main event Mafia.
Booker T, Sting,
Kurt Angle,
Nash,
Kenny.
Steiner. It's everybody.
All right, Kurt Angle's the original leader. Then Sting's the second leader. Then you got Kevin Nash, Booker T, Scott Steiner, Christian Cage, Samoa Joe, Tracy Brooks, and second incarnation. Oh, so there's more than one incarnation. With Sting, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, Magnus, and Rampage Jackson. Jackson!
Samoa Joe was the only one that was in both with them.
Yeah, so
what
Sting,
if
Kurt
Samoa
Angle.
Joe and Kurt Angle came out and beat down the Young Bucks for him?
Oh, that'd be nice. And then they'd leave a main event Mafia style.
Yeah.
and then 90% of people that didn't watch TNA or Impact go,
yeah, but Andy Paps would really pop.
Dude, Andy Paps would be like, hell yeah! TNA. What's the best part about them changing their name to TNA? I never stopped calling them TNA. I don't need pieces of shit to tell me it's actually Impact Wrestling now. I hated those people. I can't wait Dude, they just turned it to TNA today. If fucking one motherfucker calls it Impact Wrestling, I'm like, I think TNA. Oh, I can't fucking wait. I've been waiting for revenge. I've been waiting. This is my moment. But Sting, thank you for your career. Surfer Sting's the best, and it should be interesting.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll.
Do you think the Young Bucks put him over, or do you think Sting goes out on his back? Because here's the thing.
I'm torn because
tough.
on one hand, no matter
it could be
how
Darby
how
gets
the match
the pin.
ends, he's either putting over Darby or he's putting over the Bucks. I think.
Yeah. Well, what about Sting Splash followed by a Darby move? 1, 2, 3. Because the Young Bucks wanted to go on vacation and come back as heels, and then Sting's like, "No, I want to fight you." It's like, God, son of a goose and biscuit sauce. Let's do this.
I don't know, man. I really could see them just trying to obliterate Sting. That'd be a good way to make them heels.
Oh, yeah, dude. They just...
Obliterate Sting.
And not only that, but, like, they don't carry him. They just expose him. Like...
No, don't do... David...
Too far? Too far?
We're not exposing Sting.
All right, not on his last match.
They've done perfect with Sting. Don't fuck it up on the last match.
What if Darby Allin betrays them and he's the third Young Buck?
That's the only possibility, is that if Darby Allin but why would he be the third Young Buck?
Dude, have you not seen the Von Erichs? You got to add the MJF character.
No, he's not the third. No, he's not the third Young Buck. It's not going to be Darby Jackson. God, could you imagine them all coming to ring and him coming out all broody behind him with his skeleton half makeup, but dressed in Hardy's in Buck's pants and shoes and stuff?
Book it, Con. You don't have the balls to book it, Con.
Don't book it. Don't listen to him. You don't work in wrestling anymore for a reason. This is disgusting what you were going to do, Sting.
Book it, Con. On a serious note, Surfer Sting's the best. You had a great career, and I hope you have a magical night. And I hope you live a happy life ever after.
It should be good.
Yeah. So there you go. And I guess question for I was going to say chat, for the commenters, viewers, listeners, internet infantry, that's you. Favorite Sting, and why is it Surfer Sting? Surfer Sting best.
What do you think of the upcoming match?
What if he comes out as Surfer Sting?
That'd be sick. Could you imagine if him and Darby... What if Darby comes out as Surfer Sting?
Oh, I would love it. I'd love it with all my heart.
Surfer Darby? That would be so cool.
Hell yeah. And then he betrays them and becomes Darby Jackson.
Stop trying to ruin everything. What is wrong with you?
All right. Ric Flair, Sting, hug. Hug it out. That's how it's ending. That's how the pay-per-view is ending.
No, I don't trust you anymore.
I don't know, dude.
You keep trying to ruin Sting's last match.
I know. I don't know, though.
What did Sting do to you?
He turned into the Crow and broke my little heart when I was a kid.
Apparently. Go watch the movie. Maybe you'll change your mind.
Maybe.
You'll be like, Crow Sting wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Blatant ripoff, but not that bad. He clearly watched this movie over the weekend and came up with a gimmick, but not that bad. I'll die on that hill, dude. Whoever pitched that with the music, especially, there's no fucking way
I think it was Scott Hall.
Dude, whoever it was had watched The Crow.
Oh, 100%.
Was super into it and was like, "This is a gimmick."
Well,
I'm telling you, dude, there's no way nobody watched.
What about if we were like, we were in a different timeline? Because Sting was supposed to go into NWO, and Hulk Hogan had the Crow character. That's a timeline I want to live in.
I don't want to live in that timeline.
I want to live in that timeline.
Oh yeah, brother. I'm gonna teach you about justice. No, because he could never do the silent thing. He would never be able to do it.
Where's that in? He's just a talking crow. But not only that, but he can go do his movies. I mean, we didn't get enough. By was it Bionic Commando?
No.
Ready to Rumble? No.
No, the best thing he ever did was that boat show.
Oh, Thunder something.
Yeah, Days of Thunder, was it?
No,
Thunder
it wasn't
Bay,
Days of
Thunder
Thunder.
Paradise, something?
Thunder in Paradise? I'm going with that. I could be wrong. You know what?
Hulk Hogan Boat Show. Hold on. I'll find it. Hulk Hogan Boat Show. This probably should have been Thunder in Paradise. That was it.
Thunder in Paradise.
That show was
Wait,
cool.
Hogan's unemployed, and Sting's a close friend with Hogan. Oh, wait, he might not be. He might be a WWE legend.
He's banned from NWA. I mean, from
AEW. Yeah. My favorite tweet of all time, and who knows, it might be hashtag fake news. I'm getting tired. I'm just getting so tired of misinformation everywhere. But there's one time Tony Khan banned his ex-wife. I don't know if that's true, but I hope it to be true. I hope it to be true.
You gotta stop reading Twitter,
dude. It's out of control, man. It's out of control. Like, it's got to the point now. Like, I just source it. Like, source Twitter and you giggle.
Are we on the BS now?
No, but we're about to. Let's just go to the BS. Sting, thank you for the memories, and I hope you have a great last match.